Most people today believe discipline begins with motivation. They wait to feel inspired. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait for energy, clarity, or confidence. The shinobi did none of that. They trained in silence, in boredom, in repetition, in days that felt empty, not because they enjoyed it, but because they understood something most people still don't. Motivation is unreliable. Silence is not. Motivation is emotional energy, and emotional energy always fades. This is why people start strong and disappear quietly. They train when they feel powerful. They quit when life becomes heavy. The shinobi lived in a different reality. They could not afford emotional inconsistency. Their survival depended on what they did on their worst days, not their best ones. So they removed motivation from the equation entirely. They didn't ask, "Do I feel like training today?" They asked, "Is today a day?" If the answer was yes, they trained. Historical shinobi training was not dramatic. No crowds, no praise, no recognition. Much of their training was repetitive and invisible, walking the same paths at night, practicing balance, breath, stillness, observing rather than acting, repeating basic movements until they became automatic. This wasn't about intensity, it was about identity. They didn't see discipline as something they did, they saw it as something they were. Silence removed distraction. Silence removed ego. Silence removed excuses. When no one is watching, only truth remains. The shinobi relied on systems, not emotions. Their days followed structure, fixed times, fixed practices, fixed expectations. There was no debate inside the mind. Modern neuroscience confirms this. When behavior is decided in advance, the brain spends less energy resisting it. Discipline becomes automatic. This is why motivation-based change fails. Motivation asks the brain to fight itself. Systems remove the fight entirely. The shinobi didn't push themselves harder. They made quitting unnecessary. You don't need stronger motivation. You need quieter rules. Rules so simple you can't argue with them. Not, "I'll train when I feel ready," but, "I train for 5 minutes every day." No exceptions. Not, "I'll focus when I'm inspired," but, "I work for 25 minutes in silence." The shinobi didn't rely on willpower. They relied on returning. Miss one day, return the next. Fail once, return quietly. Discipline is not intensity, it is loyalty to the process. Silence does something dangerous. It removes the audience. No applause, no validation, no dopamine. And when those disappear, only two people remain: who you pretend to be and who you actually are. The shinobi trained where no one could see, because that is where weakness reveals itself, and also where strength is born. Here is the rule they lived by. Never negotiate with yourself in the moment. Decide once. Execute forever. You don't need to feel strong. You need to show up. Motivation asks, "How do I feel?" Discipline asks, "What is required?" If you want to change your life, do not announce it. Do not wait for inspiration. Choose one small action, so small it feels almost meaningless, and perform it every day, especially when you don't feel like it. That is the shinobi way. Train in silence. Return without emotion. Build strength where no one is watching. If this lesson resonated with you, sit with it. You don't need to comment. You don't need to promise anything. Just choose one silent act of discipline and begin.